In this video, we're going to take a look at alignment in PowerPoint. And before we do that, we need some pictures to align. I've got a blank slideshow here. I'm just going to insert one new slide. And I'm just going to do a completely blank one. And then I need some pictures. So let's go to Insert up here, and let's go to Pictures. And it's going to my sample files here. Let's pull up our penguins again and insert them. Okay, so I've got one picture here, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little border around it, just to make it a little bit easier to see the edges. And let's take a look at some of our alignment options here. I'm going to close these boxes over here. And let's go to our picture tools and format, and let's take a look at align. Okay. And right now I'm aligning these to the slide. So if I say align left, they'll go to the left edge of the slide. And actually notice the picture goes to the edge, and the border that's around it is actually sticking off. I'm not sure that's the right way to do it, but that's the way that apparently it's done. We can center it. We can also right align it. We can also align it to the top of the sheet. We can align it to the middle of the sheet, and we can align it to the bottom. Okay, so you basically got 9 positions from here to here to here. 3 across and 3 across on the bottom. Okay, I'm just going to go up here and put this in kind of a random spot, and I'm going to copy it to the clipboard with a Control-C, and I'm going to paste it in with a Control-V, and I'm going to paste a third one in with another Control-V. So I've got 3 copies of my picture here now, and I'm just going to kind of randomly put them here on the sheet, or on the slide rather. So now, instead of aligning things to the slide, frequently you want to align things to each other. So first of all, let's do a control click and a control click. So we've got all 3 of them selected. And now let's go to align up here. And this time we want to align the objects. We're not aligning them to the slide, we're aligning them to each other. Okay. So my leftmost slide is here. If I say align left, it should move all of them over so that they're even with the leftmost one. Let's go ahead and do that. And they are all even with the leftmost one. I'm going to do a Control-Z here to undo that. Okay. Before we do align center, I want to make sure that they are not around the center of the sheet here or the slide. So I'm going to move this one way over. And I'm going to move this one over a little bit as well. And now where they should get aligned to is the center of the area from this edge to this edge. So they should be kind of centered, I'm thinking like right around in here. Okay. Let's go back here and let's turn on our ruler. So I'm thinking they should be centered like right around the 2 to 2 1/4 or 1 1/2. So 1 to 1 or 1 1/2 to 2 inches right in there is where they should be centered. So I'm going to select the pictures again, do a control click to select all of them, and go to my picture tools up here. And let's go to align, and let's go to align center. And they are aligned, right underneath the center. It's not the center of the slide, clearly. It's the center of the area between the leftmost one and the rightmost one from before. Now I'm going to do a Control-Z to put them back where they were. If I do align right, they should all align underneath the rightmost one. I'm going to do a Control-Z to undo that. If I do an align top, they should all align, go straight up to the topmost one. Another Control-Z. Okay. And let's align middle, so they should align to the middle slide, and they do. And let's do a Control-Z here. And I didn't mean to do that. Let's do that. Okay. And let's do one more. Let's do align to the bottom. They should all line up with this bottom slide right here. Okay. And again, I'm going to do a Control-Z. And we have some other choices here. We can distribute them, okay? Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select them one at a time. I'm going to put one like over here, one over here, and one kind of in the middle here, okay? But obviously not centered. And now I'm doing Control-click and select the other 2. And let's go here to align. And let's align the tops. They'll align with the topmost one. And now let's do distribute horizontally, and it should put an even amount of space between slide 1, slide 2, and slide 2 and slide 3. So let's do distribute horizontally. And you can just barely tell here, but this side is a little bit smaller than this side over here. And now if I want to align all of them so that all 3 of them are centered on the slide itself, the easiest way to do that is just to group all of them. And now they are treated as one. And now if I go to align, and now again, because I've just got one object, it's going to let me align to the slide. And did that get centered? It looks like they are still a little bit off center to me. Let me see if I drag that. Yeah. Try dragging this off a ways here, and now let's try align center. And okay, now it seems to be working. So you can distribute them horizontally like that. I can go back here and ungroup and click, and now let's see if we can distribute them vertically. Now they're actually all a little bit too big, so I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. I'm going to delete this one here, I'm going to delete this one here, and I'm going to make a copy of this with a Control-C, and then I'm going to do a Control-V and a Control-V, and I'm going to have it. Okay, so let's just take these and select all of them with a Control click. And then let's go to align, and let's align them all with the leftmost one. And then, before I do that, I need some space between them. Let's do Control-Z and undo that one. And let's put some space up here. Let's put some space, a lot of space down here. And then do a Control click and a Control click. And now let's try align, and let's try distribute. No, let's align them left first. And now they're all lined up underneath one another. Now let's distribute them vertically. And now they're distributed with even spaces between slide 1 and slide 2 and slide 2, or picture 1 and picture 2 and picture 2 and picture 3. And so you can group them or ungroup them just like we did before. And that pretty much takes care of most of the alignment options in PowerPoint 2016.